introduce Khande Rao. He is one of the well-known person in the Bay Area. He is a principal architect at Oracle and graduate of IIT Bombay in MTech. He is also co-authoring a technical book. He is involved in many campaigns and movements, and he is a national level coordinator for one of the national organizations, and he is one of the initiator of ITPIO in various cities, and I'm invite him to speak.
So once again, welcome everybody to this today's event. It's wonderful to have all of you. This is 15th of August, India's Independence Day. So we thought that is no other day could be a better day than this day to launch as a first public event of IT professionals of Indian origin. So we all know that Indian IT professionals all over the world, they are pretty much well known. The great perception because of our hard work and really proving the talents. And that the perception is that we are smart, successful, skilled, intelligent, hard work. So this is really established not because of a single person or group of people, but more than 2 million in India and almost 1 million software professional, hardware professional all over the world in various industries working hard and proving our smartness really has earned that perception. So there was a story sometime back when first time Bill Gates visited India. So one of the question was asked that what did you bring you here? And he answered that actually I came here to pay tribute to this country, because if there were not these professionals from India, I wouldn't have built this big company, big empire at all. So there was a tribute. I think some of you might have read this book called World is Flat, right, from Thomas Friedman. And there was an interesting story he mentioned that when he was growing in a childhood, on the dinner table, his parents used to say that, guys, you finish your dinner, your food. There are people in India and China, they are starving for food. And he said later that now I tell my children, guys, you finish your homework first, otherwise your jobs will be taken away from these Indians and Chinese. So that's kind of that's it. It's in his book. But look at this. It's so much successful people we are here, and so much widely spread. Anywhere we go in the world, we can see people coming from the Indian background. But at the same time, we are kind of is a little bit unique, mostly disorganized. We do have organizations, but we do not have organizations representing us, means as professionals. There are organizations represent our language, our interest, even India. So a lot of we can see that, or even the religious lines and all that thing. But professionally, there is no representation. But there are many organizations. If you look at that, different professions do have their organizations. Organizations are needed for the like-minded people come together, they network, they help each other, they learn from each other, and also they think collectively something for the profession, something what they learn, something they can contribute back. So it's kind of common threads. Means there are, for lawyers there are associations, accountants there are associations, doctors, you know that there are well-known associations like APIs in the US, like that hotel owners, but IT professionals don't have associations. And there are other associations, one may know that NASSCOM, right? One may ask that, oh, there is a NASSCOM. But look at carefully, what is NASSCOM? NASSCOM represents Indian IT industry. It does not represent IT professionals. It represents Satyam. It does not represent Satyam employees. That's a fact. So, like that, if you say that NATE IP is there, NATE IP is a kind of a broader Indian professionals organization, but not for the IT profession. We have TIE that Srichandji said. Yes, TIE is a great, and many of us would like to be very successful, would like to be part of there, where we can make some contacts and probably start a company or something like that. But out of 2 million, how many really starts companies? There are a lot of professionals who are outside who really need some help. Means all of us, like say those people who came like a 15 years back and all that thing, they were like a 15, 20 years back. Mostly were in the porting kind of a job, porting and bug fixing and all that thing. Now it has changed. Now the professionals who are coming, every day you can see on the streets of Sunnyvale, on the corners with some plastic bags in hand and walking around and all that thing. They have a lot of aspirations and dreams, but less guidance. Someone or some organization, some group, which can bring together from entry level to even CEO level. And today we really have that group here. At least now we counted at least 4 or 5 CEOs are sitting over here. We have architects, we have managers, we have product managers, we have engineers. And so I think that the promise is high. So we can really bring together and make a successful group out of this. So this IT Professions Association, right? What is it for? It is for professionals performing any type of roles. It's not like a misconception could be that whether it is just software engineers, whether it is just in software also there are different areas, right? Any specific area like a development. No, it is IT professionals coming from all different kind of roles. They could be in the development, they could be in the quality, in support, in product management, marketing, strategy, finance. We don't have to change the name to F. The finance is also included. The finance field in the IT related areas, they are included. HR, recruitment, even like entrepreneurs and venture capitalists, they're all inclusive. There is no exclusion over here. Another thing that need not have to be just software, it could be hardware, like a software, hardware both. On industry wise, it's not just like a consulting industry or the manufacturing industry, all sort of industry. So it's all inclusive. So this group, the vision is to promote the professional leadership of Indian professionals to make an imprint on the progress of the world. It is not just our own. Just remember that there is a book I came across by Jeff Code. He wrote a book called Indianized States of Southeast Asia. So that book is about the Indian imprint or Indian influence in the whole Southeast Asia. From China, Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Java, Sumatra, all these places. For thousands of years, Indian had imprint, not by invasion. There was trade, there was a cultural imprint. And that imprint was created by Indians who went there and contributed in the prosperity of those countries. So, if you really look at that, all other places, it is some kind of an invasion, migration, which wipes out the prosperity, takes out the prosperity of the country. But here it's a different thing. So similarly, can we create an imprint wherever we go as Indian population, the professions, and go to the next level? While ourselves we are prospering, we are participating in the prosperity of those nations, and we create